Hey guys, Quicksilver here. I just tried to run a live stream about this video. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Like, my internet's too bad tonight. I guess everyone in my neighborhood's using it, watching, whatever it is they want to watch. Um, so I'm gonna do just a general video about this, and it's just an update on like the Killdozer script I've been working on. Like, it's a fun little script. It's very tough to spend time working on larger multiplayer systems. Often they're not fun to work on. They're just like brute force grinding, creating little blocks of code, and then spending the next hour making it work every time under all circumstances. And then once all that's done, then you spend the following hour squashing bugs that pop up. And then you put it onto a server, and then you test it with a lot of other players, find more bugs, and then get rid of those bugs. Like, that's the process of multiplayer scripting in Arma and probably every game. And I wanted to not do something like that. Like, I wanted to do some sort of scripting in Arma, just for fun, but not have it be as such a burden. Like, I want to have something done in a couple hours. I'm sure everyone who's done some Arma scripting can sympathize. Anyway, so here's where our Killdozer is at. I've added some like sandbag armor to it, just to further beef up its protection. And there's going to be a little surprise at the end as well. So if you watch through to the end or scroll through to the end, you'll probably see the little surprise. But for now, we're going to go through the changes that we've made to the Killdozer since the last video that we made on it. And if you saw the last video, if you want to see like what its main weapon is now, just go back to the last video and you'll see that like anything that is in front of the plow gets launched up into the air like a football, pretty much. And that is what this thing has as a weapon. You can see it doesn't have a turret on it. Anyway, let's hop out of the game and just check out the function I have, like the scripting I have for it. Alright, so we have a function here. I'm just going to go through all this with you, just this section here for now. And so at the top, we create the vehicle, the CRV Bobcat. We do some basic setup of it, like we lock it, we hide the turret on it because it's not useful. We want to communicate to players that they don't have to be afraid of walking up to it. Like, that's not where the danger is from this thing. We lock some of we don't want players hopping in. We don't want the AI hopping out. We don't want players repairing themselves off of it. We want it to look like an enemy vehicle, so we've painted it with the OP4 colors just to communicate that, hey, this isn't a friendly vehicle, like, beware. Here's the little script for attaching the sandbags. So it's just a little nested array with some data for how to place each sandbag around it with the attach to command. So create it, attach to, set the direction. So create, attach to, set direction. And this is the main, like, this is the engine of the script right here. Like, without this block here, there's no fun at all, because it's just a regular, it would just have regular damage, and then players would be able to destroy it easily, and then, what's the point? Just for looks then. So in this function, we are basically, the whole point of it is just to filter out damage that we don't want. Like, how I want it attacked is by players on foot, like setting traps for it, like, luring it over a bridge and then having a bunch of like AT mines and IEDs on the bridge to destroy it. Like, that's what I want, like a fuel truck, and that's what I want them to do. I don't want them just to shoot it or like try to bomb it or launch missiles at it. So it's going to be extremely strong against like missiles and tanks and aircraft, but susceptible to like landmines and IEDs. Yeah, so that's the handle damage function we have here. And then this next bit is a bit unique. Probably none of you have seen this block before. It's not new. Like I created some of this block of code for. If you go back in the videos I published, there's one which is like a anti-Arma physics one where when tanks get launched up into the atmosphere, this block right here will detect that and reset it to like a normal position, like where it was 5 seconds ago, sort of thing. So it detects like Arma physics bugs and then resets the position to like a few seconds ago in time. So that's what this is, and you can see how it works in one of the previous videos I've done. I think it's like 3 or 4 videos back. Anyways, this section up here is new though, and like the weakness of this function is just multiplayer Arma bugs. Like when players ram into each other for a brief millisecond, the vehicles are occupying the same space. And when the engine detects this, it just tries to destroy everything involved just to like keep things looking sane and not janky. So it just says, all right, these two vehicles are in the same spot, nuke everything, get rid of them both, and then just blows everything up. And this function cannot, it can't block that from happening. So what I've done here is created a little block that executes quite frequently, and what it does is detects vehicles coming very close to it, and then disables damage on the Killdozer, so like 100% can't be damaged. So that's what this does. It's like a little failsafe, like damage disabled, damage enabled. And I'm gonna this can be abused, but I'm gonna be driving this thing, so I'll drive it in such a way to not abuse this block of code. Like it's just meant to prevent Arma bugs. So yeah, that's this little anti-bug, anti-ramming, like anything to do with vehicle ramming where Arma bugs pop up. That's what this block of code is designed to prevent. And here is the Killdozer's main weapon. This is the main weapon right here. Basically what it does is it detects vehicles in front of the plow and then just launches them into the air. That's what it does. It just launches them into the air. Like getting hit by like a rhinoceros, it'll just launch you into the air. Like that's the whole point of it. It's like just something funny. It looks funny. It's not trying to destroy. Like it does use an anti-tank mine as like a little kick, so the target does take damage, but mainly it's just launching them into the air. So I use the add force function here, and then I also, this looks the way it looks just because of the multiplayer framework where I'm going to be using this Killdozer thing. This is just how you execute like the set velocity function on a remote machine. I don't allow, for security reasons, I don't allow the set velocity stuff to just work normally, so I have it executed through this filter function. It's just the way it is. Yeah, so if you want to see how this works, just go see I think the last video I was working on this block of code, like the last live stream video, so just go check that out if you want to see right now how this thing works, or how the weapon works. And down here is a few little helper functions that I've added to like a scroll wheel. Like I'm going to be driving it, and I want just a few little helper functions. You'll see what they do. In fact, let's just go in and execute this now, just so you can see what all this looks like. So I'll copy it all. We'll try to get back into Arma if Windows lets us. There we go. So get out of there. Return to Eden Editor as me. I have a Zeus module. Oh yeah, there's another thing I have to do actually. I have to create a driver So let's go ahead and do that now, just before our test. So what should our driver be? Oh, it'll be a civilian, just maybe like driver. There we go. Driver. This guy looks cool. Let's grab his class name. Log class to clipboard. So we're creating the driver now. We'll just do it down the bottom. Keep things simple. So what do I want to do? We'll give it a global variable. And then what's the syntax for create unit? I'm just trying to remember that. So it's create group civilian, I think. I'll use the normal syntax. Civilian create unit. There's our driver class name. 000. I think this is the syntax. I really hope it's the syntax. So there's our driver spawned. We'll give him a second just to initialize. So give him a frame or two to sort himself out, and then we will start doing stuff to him. So we'll remove all his weapons. I want a GPS, so we'll give him a GPS. So we'll go link item GPS. And then I also I don't want him hopping at like Arma AI. Even if you set like allow crew in immobile, like this function here, they will still hop out in a lot of circumstances, which is really annoying. So if we execute this, then they do that less frequently. So driver disable AI all. We don't want them doing anything without our control, including hop out. So disable AI all. We want them to be invincible actually. What's this one? It is just allow damage false. Like we want them to destroy the vehicle, not kill the driver inside. So set that false. What else? We gotta add them to Zeus as well, by the way. I'll do that in a sec. Actually, I'll do that now. Curators, select 0. Add creator editable objects. QS Killdozer, QS Killdozer driver. True. QS Killdozer driver. Move in driver. Just doing some like AI. These are just AI functions that you have to do to make them operate properly. Last one, just the assign as one. So we'll execute assign as driver just to keep him there as best we can. That's the best we can do. I just gotta check the create unit syntax because oftentimes I get that wrong. I think it's like create unit array. I've been in here so many times over the years, and every time it looks different as well. So, any new syntaxes? No. Actually, why is it like this now? Okay, so group, create unit, type, position, markers, placement, special. Yeah, okay, we're good. We are good. Yep. We'll come back here. I think this is good to go now. We'll see what happens, huh? It's gonna select it all. So this is like a function, and then at the bottom here I have like spawn the function. That's what we're gonna do once Windows lets us back into Arma. Soon. There we go. Okay. Yep, we're here where we want to be. Got my guy down. Got my Zeus module down, and then we'll hop in. Okay, so here we are. Paste everything. Oh, got a bug. Add vehicle type object, expected group. Oh, lovely. Let's see if everything's worked out. This is what I mean. Just see the add vehicle thing as a group. So group, it should be able to, like, this is one of those just old functions which could have been updated to accept object as an argument and then just pull the group from the object internally. But such is Arma. Alright, there we go. So there is our Killdozer. I'm already getting some of these functions. Actually, we don't want to do that. We want to remote control it. Yep, there we go. So we're able to remote control this thing. Alright, so this is pretty fun now, actually. I want to get a bit of code here, just from the function, just to help demonstrate a couple things. So it does take, like, people do ram it a lot. Like, I've tested this in servers already, just like the earlier versions, and people do ram it a lot, and like it does get flipped over surprisingly easily. So I have a few helper functions to help prevent that. But anyways, so one of the things is, because it's so slow, because this vehicle is so slow, players can outrun it really easily. And I wanted to have like a quick sprint, like to be able to quickly lunge at vehicles trying to evade it. So this little turbo actions, if you're looking at the action menu, like this armor regenerating, it regenerates like 3% health, and it pops a message saying it's regenerating health. That's just like when players see that, they'll realize they can't like remain in standoff, like they have to move in and try to do something about this. Just a little gameplay function, like keep it interesting. Alright, so here's our turbo function. Basically, like, we go really slow, but you hit turbo, and there's a little, see, there's like a little explosion behind it, and look at how fast we're going now. So you hit turbo, boom, boom, and now we're going fast. That's the whole idea, is it's just like a little, like it's a little punch, which, it's like a lunge, like just like in games, like RTS style games or like other combat games, the really slow units often have this really like crazy lunge forward, just to kill skirmishing units. That's what this is. It's just a little fun thing. Boom, boom, and he jumps forward. So that's going to be our main attacking tool right there. I'm not going to abuse it, of course, but it's definitely one that I'm going to use. And so I'll show you the unflipping stuff now. So first we got to flip. We got to flip ourselves over. I'm going to flip just like that. So this is a position that I've ended up in a few times with the Killdozer. And it's one I want to avoid because it's extremely hard with scripts to quickly get out of this in like a few seconds. So I have like a script ready to go now. If you see the scroll menu, there's a few unflip options. There could be like, I could be flipped against something. Like I'll try to, I hope he doesn't hop out. Yeah, the fucking cunt hopped out. God damn it. That's a problem here. Yeah, so if I was to try to fix it, I'd have to come out, the driver would hop out, and then I'd just have problems. So I should get some action some actions here. I'm gonna unflip a central unflip this time. That's with me doing it. Like I don't wanna. I'm gonna be like far away. It's just gonna be this guy. So we'll put him back in. And there could be like could be buildings around. Like pretend there's like a building right beside it on one of the sides. Which should create like obviously that would create a lot of problems. You can't just anyway. You'll see. So you got the unflip center, which just like sets it up. We got, and then we got some like more natural looking unflips. So I got one to the left. Yeah, that's the. I think that looks cool. So this unflip to the left flips them up to the left because there could be an enemy vehicle right attacking from the right, and we don't want to like flip into that. So we got to be able to flip to both sides. And if I can't flip to either side, then I got the center flip, like the unflip center. So unflip right is like that, and then unflip left is just like that. So if he gets turned over, just like vehicle hit, boom, lens rolls down a hill, he's like this, and I got some options to get out of it. I like this one though. I think it looks really cool, like a natural, ballistic looking unflip maneuver. I think that looks mad, but I don't know how it's gonna go in multiplayer, so I have to. That's gonna be something I have to test in multiplayer just to see if it performs the same. But if it doesn't, I do have that backup unflip center one. That's my backup. It's my need to get upright unflips. Those are these are just some little controls I have for now. Got my little turbo forward. Wonder if I can demo on like a. Wonder if I can demo on a target. It doesn't look as good because some of it's just set up for the Invade and Annex servers at the moment, like that set velocity function. I'll show you in a sec. But the add force thing should still be active. See if it works, huh? Yeah, there you go. You see what happens? It like it doesn't destroy the target. It's not meant to like kill. Though it is named Killdozer, but it's in, I don't want to kill people. I just want to like have fun with them. So you come up to them and you just flip the crap out of them, and they're damaged, their tires are gone, and then and then they're all laughing hysterically, hopefully. So yeah, that's what this thing does. And it's extremely hard to kill. Oh, yes. That is the Killdozer. But it's not the entire Killdozer. I have one more trick up the sleeve. And we're going to do that now. So I have to like actually work on this though. So it doesn't obviously look like it looks like a bobcat. I want it to look unique. So I'm gonna use a wreck model. And there's actually a locked bulldozer right here. This is perfect for what we want. This is what I want right here. So we'll give it just for like, we have to work out its placement and everything first. So I need the type. Yeah, so I need the type. And then we'll give it a name, maybe just Dozer. Dozer is cursor object. And now, where are we? I'm gonna bring everything closer. So we got our Dozer, and now we want this to look like that. So just Dozer attached to Killdozer, maybe 000 to start. We gotta flip its direction. We flipped its direction. Maybe we want to move it back. X, Y, -1. And then now, we also, it's about right position. That actually looks kind of funny like it is. I think that looks cute. We also want to make it bigger. So we're gonna actually use this handy little function and make the dozer bigger. It looks alright. It's a bit funny. We're gonna, what are we gonna do? We're gonna raise it a little bit. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. So the collision of the actual blade, like the bobcat blade, should match up with the collision of this big bulldozer blade. I think it looks cool. So, what do we got? Maybe I can lower it to the ground a bit more. That looks okay. Yeah, this looks funny as hell. Alright. So, live fire tests. And do another live fire test because they're very fun. Get a Kuma out there. And yeah, let's go. Oh fuck. Okay, I need third person for this. This is our Killdozer now. And it is a nasty, nasty beast. Yes. Alright. So they're gonna have to try very hard not to die with this thing. So this is, yeah, this is how it'll be. This is the Killdozer. So, now we want to finish it off. We need to add this like final appearance bit to the script. Actually, we'll get a nice little look at it. This is our Killdozer. Yeah, that's our Killdozer. Alright, so we'll go to the script. Attachment point is -1 and 65. 180, scale 2. So, let's do some work. QS Dozer is great vehicle. 000. I always just create stuff there. Whatever. QS Dozer. Maybe I always give just because, right? QS Dozer attached to Killdozer. What was it? -1, 0.65, I think. So attach it there. Here's Dozer set dir 180. Dozer set object scale 2. Alright. We're gonna exit. Oh. What we're going to do, we're going to exit the editor and then just test spawning it in again. Now with everything. So this should be everything right here. Yes. Now we have a Killdozer. We could mount stuff to it too, like we could mount like a gun on top. We do all sorts of stuff with it, but for now, we'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up, and then our next video will be live on a multiplayer server attacking people with this Killdozer. Anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.